Well, it's very early in the morning, about 6:30 to be precise. It's May the 4th, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for another car show. This time on Daniel Drives, we are heading down to Leicester for Shedfest. Shedfest is an event by Auto Alex, the YouTuber, also linked to Top Dead Centre and All the Gear, fantastic YouTube channels, and it's great to see the empire they're building up. It's hosted by Petrol Hedonism as well. I'm sure they're going to do a fantastic job. And basically I'm going to take you around the show, see what there is, and see what action we can get on camera, because I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic day. I went to Shedfest last year in August at the British Motor Museum. I didn't film that, I just wanted to kind of enjoy the day without worrying about getting certain camera shots and stuff like that. But rest assured, that was a good day. So yeah, this has got quite high expectations to live by. But we are currently at Keel Services, and I'm stood next to a very familiar MX-5, which has been on the channel before, owned by Ryan John Ball. Yesterday went for an LSD, fun fact. So if you haven't already checked my review on this car, it's a couple of videos back in the channel, so do check that out. But anyway, we have got, I don't know, let's take a guess, 60, 70 miles or something until Shedfest. We might do a stop around the Leicester area to get some more photos and maybe some, I don't know, B-roll clips and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm feeling great, I'm feeling very excited. So let's hit the road. Well, I'd literally just filmed that intro, the first piece to camera, and this Panda 4x4 arrives. You will recognise this if you've watched the channel in the past, because this Panda 4x4 came to the Lake District on our adventure off-roading around the Green Lane. So it's fantastic to see this car again. And yeah, just pure coincidence. But I mean, just look at the collection of cars we've got here now. It's like from massive, I say, inverted commas, to medium to tiny. Yeah, what a fantastic sight. 3 fantastic cars. Well, as you can tell, we have now arrived at Mallory Park. I'm in a very, very long queue of some very exotic cars, so I can't really complain. Put it this way, it's better than the M6 traffic. Yeah, surrounded by Porsches, Ryan's MX-5 up front, and I'm very excited now. Alex Kirsten's just put a thing in a story saying, we're all set. He's feeling nervous, but I'm certain everything's going to go to plan. It's going to be a great day, full of great people, great cars. And yeah, fantastic. My last car show for a while, probably because of A-levels, as I explained in the previous video. But yeah, got to make the most of today, because it's what I love most. Okay, so the Panda is now all parked up on the track here at Mallory Park. A fantastic venue. I haven't been here in about 5 years. Last time, 2019, for TCV racing. So this is quite different. But yeah, Panda's on show, looking very shiny because I washed it yesterday, and thankfully the motorways were wet, but they weren't, overly misty or anything. And I've got my little display. I've got a thing promoting the channel, a bit there, a bit about the car, and I've got some stickers as well on the dashboard. So if you come over and ask for a sticker, if I'm feeling nice, I'll just give you a sticker. So yeah, the Panda's looking lovely, but you see enough of this car. This video is going to be about all of the other cars on show today, because my word, there's going to be thousands. Well, this wouldn't be the Daniel Drives channel without some weird obsessions, and I'm actually going to start this walk around of Shedfest with a proper shed. This is a proper car, a car I'd absolutely love one day. This is a Volkswagen Bora, 1.9 PD TDI. These are legendary. My friend Matthew's just got a PD himself, a PD 130 Skoda Fabia VRS. I'll put a picture on screen now. It needs a bit of work, but I'm sure enough you'll be able to see that on the All Things Auto YouTube channel very soon, which we co-present together. But I love these cars. Obviously extremely fuel efficient and very tunable at the same time. So yeah, I know there's Porsches and everything to see here, but I'm starting the video with a Bora because why not, quite frankly. A very nice Brera. It's just cars all around the track, as you can see, around the lake. And Mallory Park is a beautiful track. And I think what I love most about it is kind of wherever you stood, you can see all around. And I think that's a great thing. Obviously, I've just mentioned Fabia VRSs. Well, there's one here. Of course there is. Any car you mention, you'll always find one around a car show. I like these cars a lot. Compact, really powerful, as I mentioned, very tunable. I think Matthew's going to change his fuel injectors to get extra brake horsepower, maybe 30 or 40. And obviously you can do a basic map, and it makes a world of a difference. This is interesting, this Nissan, I'm guessing that's Japanese imported, because I don't think we got that here. Yeah, that's a very, very nice design car. Underrated. Well, is this not the coolest thing I've ever seen? This is a Smart 4.2 with a roof tent. There's one thing I love seeing, and I think there's an account on Instagram, and it's small cars with very unexpected items on the roof. I mean, just look at that. That's perfect. You can be quite cosy up there, and you've got a nice tiny car to navigate the tight roads to find the perfect camping spot. So yeah, so quirky, and I think that's what makes shows like these better than the rest, is it's not just the usual Ferrari, Lamborghini or whatever. There's actual variety, and it celebrates the ordinary, and I like that. And Exhibit B, an old Ford Fiesta with a go-kart on the roof. I mean, you know, what else would you expect? It's actually got spare wheels in the back. That's funny. Racing in the 90s on a budget is how families with limited budgets used to race at the highest level of UK karting. Use family car, some roof bars and some hard work and elbow grease. Yeah, I like that a lot. Again, celebrating the ordinary. You don't have to have loads of money to have this type of fun. Maybe you do nowadays because of all the rules and regulations, but I suppose this was possibly a common sight for go-karters back in the day. And I like that a lot. A very early Hyundai coupe. Don't see this generation. And a Clio RS. These are fantastic. I was actually in the long queue entering the event next to one of these, and they sound and look lovely. An absolutely tiny Suzuki Cappuccino. These are great cars again. I feel like I'm saying about every car pretty much on show, because there's just nothing boring here. If you check out the Top Dead Center YouTube channel, it's a bit of a tongue twister, then Edwin from TDC has just bought a Honda Beat, and he got it from Copart as a write-off, and it's a great little car, great little project. And it's nice to see K cars sort of rising in popularity in the UK, because they're so quirky and so different. And I mean, look how small that is. That's next to a Mini Coupe and a Brabus, my word. And it's just absolutely tiny. You could fit that anywhere, and yeah, you'd be assured it would fit. And here's the Panda 4x4 from Kiel Services we saw earlier today. That was still such a coincidence. I haven't seen the guys since the Lake District last year, I think May 2023. I love the registration, G12 RA. But yeah, a lovely car, and it was very, very capable. It proved that massively in the Lake District last year. Again, check out the video if you haven't already. But again, great to see Pandas. And I've heard from word on Instagram there's going to be a few other 100 HPs here. Lawrence from Fettel and Finesse, if you've got a Panda, you'll definitely know Fettel and Finesse. They are the Panda people at the moment, it seems. And they're here in a Panda. There's a couple of other 100 HP owners that are here, so ideally bump into them, get to have a look around the cars and talk Pandas. How many ups would you like, sir? Many is the answer. Up GTIs, standard ups, all in a massive line. I should have brought the E-up. That would have been really out of place. I would absolutely love an up GTI one day. They just look so cool. What a stance. But they're holding the value really well, so it's very unlikely you'll get a used bargain anytime soon, but maybe in the future, who knows. I still find it weird and kind of rebellious just walking on the Mallory Park circuit. I think last time when I was here with my granddad watching the TCV racing, we were kind of sat up there on the bank, but yeah, just walking on the track. I think we're heading over to the MX-5 stand, I think, where we might reconvene with Ryan when we get there, but we'll see. If not, no fret, there's plenty of other cars to see. It's just an empty bit of tarmac, which I'm certain later on will be filled. But yeah, in the middle of Mallory Park there are all of the sort of stalls, the Auto Alex stand doing the merchandise, and obviously the main stage where there's many things happening today, like Q&As, live Auto Alex podcasts, so yeah, plenty to see. Yep, I was right, Ryan's MX-5 next to many other MX-5s, there's plenty here to see. If only we still had ours. Now, if you are an Auto Alex or past Car Throttle viewer, then you will definitely recognise some of these cars. I think this is Fabrizio, the Fiat Coupe 20 valve turbo. I mean, what a car. Nice to see it again. I think it is, isn't it? It's had a respray. because Alex and Taylor did the respray not very well, and then the person who bought it afterwards did it properly. I'm pretty sure this is Fabrizio, done at Auto Sportivo. Here is the Alpha that I believe they took up to the Lake District. I'm proper testing my memory now. But here's the real hero, the high mileage hero, Miles, the Skoda Octavia, with many, many miles on the clock. Nice to see this car. Obviously, I remember watching the series when it first came out on Car Throttle many years ago, and here it is in person. It's Alfred, the car that went to the Nürburgring with the Mini and the Z4. Gorgeous car, sounds lovely with the valved exhaust. And over here, I think this is Taylor's new G-Wagon, Taylor Hetherington, of Taylor-made cars. Bit of a beast, obviously selling quite a few cars close to his heart to fund this car. But yeah, that's huge, absolutely massive. I can spot the back here of Kurt, the MX-5, owned by Luke Scambler, Garage of Luke on Instagram. This is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, fully restored MX-5 with lovely wheels. Here's all the gear, Jack's Porsche, my favourite here. This is gorgeous. Taylor's R53 Mini Cooper S. Obviously blew up in Germany just before the Nürburgring. I love this. Saw this at Shedfest last year, and I spent too long with this car because I just think it's absolutely stunning. It's done a great job fixing it up. John Cooper Works interior. It's got everything on it. Sunroof. It's gorgeous. Got to be one of my favourite examples. This is Barney, the M3 Touring E46 project. That's rather questionable. But yeah, this is Alex's car that's currently being done up. I heard mechanically it's now all sorted. It was just the paintwork that needs doing. But yeah, you got an E46 donor car and used his 330i E46. Merged them together to make this creation. And when this is done, this is going to look fantastic. Really, really nice. It's Taylor's 6 Series. I'm sure you've seen that. Saw that at Gasoline Juice a couple of months ago now. This is Rory Mackay's BMW, which is gorgeous. Rory's just there in the background, actually. But yeah, this is the main car in the back. This is Phil. Phil the MX-5. Absolute YouTube legend, this car. Yeah, this is the car that first got me into Car Throttle right at the beginning. Yeah, bit of a legend, this car, really. Fantastic. This is the top dead centre 911 996. They recently took this to the Nürburgring. Bit of a mess, it was fire damaged, and they did it up for a little series, starting their channel. They've done a fantastic job. And they took it to Germany with Alex's 933. This is Nigel. Gorgeous colour, absolutely gorgeous. Viking detail has worked as magic on this car. It's looking very, very shiny indeed. But it's nice to see these cars you see on camera, you know, through your PC, through your television, whatever, in person. I think it's probably just as good as meeting the guys. We found one, Panda 100 HP, and a very, very nice example. Just seen the owner, and I've just seen Lawrence from Fettel and Finesse, just together. Had a little walk around, just talking about Pandas. It's had a bit of an Abarth interior swap with some Recaro buckets, oh my word. One thing I'd love to do to mine is change the seats. Not to Abarth if I can help it, because I'd like to keep it Abarth free, even though I've just fitted Abarth pedals, but you know, that's besides the point. Yeah, I'd love to change the seats. These wheels are stunning. When you put it on the Panda Group, I kind of fell in love. And the centre cap as well, with the Ferrari prancing horse, with a little Panda as well, and the sort of Miami blue brake calipers as well complement the wheel colour really nicely. Yeah, I think that's really nice. I like it a lot. And the paintwork as well is just absolutely stunning. You know, I've not looked too close, but doesn't look like there's a stone chip in sight, unlike mine, which is, you know, quite chipped by now. But yeah, we'll move away from the Pandas because we've had plenty of them on the channel before now. GR Yaris, I've seen a few of those already today. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Just before, in the petrol hedonism van, was all of the Auto Alex clan, and they were beeping the horn, and Taylor was being Taylor, saying morning, morning. But sadly, no sound in that clip, so I just have to put it on as B-roll now. It's my epoxy microphone causing trouble. But it's not the end of the world. We've got a very nice old Mark I Octavia over here, a state version, and I like these a lot. Ethan Smell's actually got one with some lovely wheels on it. I think BBS wheels, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, these are nice. I like these. I also like these. I like most cars, let's be honest. Megane RS. It's not liquid yellow, is it? It's an orangey colour, I can't remember the actual name. But yeah, absolutely stunning cars, very capable as well. But question, would you have one of these or would you have an Alpine? I'm not sure. I think actually I'd be leaning to one of these just for the usability. It's got a very nice disc lock on, just in case. But yeah, it's a pretty gorgeous car. Yeah, I say this at every show, but everywhere you walk, there's impressive cars to see. You're never let down, ever. Saw this Volkswagen Lupo on the way in, but it's a TDI Lupo, and it's had quite a few things done to it, which makes you laugh. First of all, stickers. Jap is scrap. And if you look through the canvas roof, in the rear view mirror, it says "Son's crying, thanks," it says. Can't actually get the camera in there properly. Oh, you can't really see it. It's got doubled in head units. Go around to the back, drive it like it's a rental. Yeah, TDI Lupo, you just never ever see these, especially with the canvas roof. You know, that's quite impressive. And it's got a crock as well, dangling down from the towing eye. But yeah, nice to see these. Again, quirky cars, not following the usual crowd, going for something different. You know, I'm all for that. That's why I drive a Panda 100 HP, because you just don't see them. It just, I think, beats the alternatives. You know, why follow other people when you can go for something different? That's my frame of mind anyway. But yeah, fantastic. Renault Sport Twingo, I like these a lot. See, 133 RS, fantastic cars. Obviously, people do liken them to the Pandas, but they are, you know, pretty different. I don't know if you can compare them really. Obviously, I've never actually been in one. It is a car I want to get in the channel, and I have plans to get on the channel soon, if it all goes well, maybe this summer. Compare it to the Panda maybe? I don't know, maybe you can compare it. This is another R53, obviously kitted out for racing. It's got a roll cage, and it's, yeah, quite an impressive machine. I like these garages. I've heard apparently Matt Armstrong or something films in these garages, I was told, by Ryan and his friend Ewan, but I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure. Might be true. But I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever watched a Matt Armstrong video. I don't know. I don't think really I'm his target demographic. I'm possibly a bit too boring. Or just an old man maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I can still appreciate some of the cars on show here. Oh yeah, proper car. It's another Bora with a different front grille on some BBS wheels. I just love these Boras. I don't know what it is. Obviously based on the Mark IV Golf, obviously with the sort of saloon overhang. But a lot of the parts are interchangeable. I believe like the front doors are the same. I might be wrong saying that, I'm not sure. But I just like sort of the basic utilitarian look. And I think, yeah, a standard Bora maybe doesn't look the best. But once you've done a few things to it, like this one and the other one we saw earlier, you can get them to look really unique. Yeah, I'd love one day. So what we've got here is the fastest shed, obviously created by Kevin Nix. You can see all the certificates. Guinness World Record, the fastest motorised garden shed. Top speed of 106 miles per hour with the RS4 engine in the front. Yeah, it's quite something. I think it was based on a Passat, the interior and the actual kind of drivetrain. Obviously it's been updated since then. Yeah, very quirky and I love it. It's Freddy the Sheddy, the tiny version, and the fastest wheelbarrow, motorised wheelbarrow. Yeah, that sums up Shedfest quite literally in one item. At the BC Racing stand as well, obviously the home of coilovers. I'd love some BCs on the Panda one day. Lower it a bit, make the suspension better than it is at the moment, because it's a tad on the crashy side, and it could do with a bit of a refresh, but it's a lot of money. So BC, if you're watching this, hit me up, but you're obviously not.
Taylor Hetherington! Go! Alright, fellas. Trust Taylor to say for the first time, alright, fellas. What about alright, everybody? Hello, everyone. There you go, there we go. It's Rory! Oh, yeah! You guys. How you feeling, Rory?
Oh, this is mental. Look at this. Look at all these people. Oh, they're all staring at me.
On two wheels in the Auto Alex cab, it's Gareth!
Good morning. Is it still morning?
It's still morning.
Good morning, everyone.
So we've just seen the boys up on stage doing like an intro before they do their live podcast later, along with many other things. So I thought I'd head to another part of the show I didn't know existed. It's that big, honestly. I think there's 15,000 people here, but I'm not entirely sure on that figure. Either way, there's a lot. But I want to show you this. This is an E46 330D, owned by a very nice chap called Woody, who I chat with on Instagram. And he bought this off Taylor Hetherington himself, tailor-made car, see the sticker there? And this car is, put it this way, it's the car I would like after the Panda. Ideally as well as, to be honest, because it's kind of a do-everything car. It's the E46 Touring, so it's practical. Obviously being a 330D, it's got that diesel torque, and it's very smooth on the motorway. And I just think it's just such a nice car. As I just said, the do-everything car. Nice interiors as well. These have dated really nicely, or not dated, should I say. They've aged very nicely. So it's nice to see this car in person, because I've had to deal with just looking at Instagram pictures for a long time. So yeah, great car. And Woody, if you're watching, when you sell it, let me know. I don't know, we'll see. I've got a TDI Golf Mark IV, and I like what he's done. He's kind of cleaned half of it, all smoke, no poke. Yeah, that's cool. It says LOL. It's also got a monster can in the exhaust. But yeah, I love the PD lifestyle. Call it chavvy or whatever, but I just think it's great. And yeah, some of the owners are questionable. I'm looking at you, Matthew. But yeah, fantastic cars, and I'd absolutely love one day. I'm basically doing a track walk right now. Yeah, this is the hairpin bend at Mallory Park. This part of the track, there are no cars on show, but yeah, I just thought I'd walk around this way anyway, just to say I have, basically, and check it out, because obviously I haven't been here in 5 years since the 2CV racing, and yeah, it's bringing back a lot of memories actually. It all comes back to you. You kind of go, oh, I remember this corner, I remember that crash, I remember that spin and stuff like that. It's a bit of a chicane area down here. But yeah, it's getting warm now. I've got a jacket and a hoodie on. So I think I'm going to head back to the Panda, hopefully give away a few more stickers, and yeah, take one of my layers off because it's getting a bit warm. But if you have come up to me today at Shedfest and said hi, or said you like the car, whether you're a subscriber or not, then thank you very much, because it's always very nice to talk to people. Yeah, and I found another Panda 100 HP. There should be a lot more around, I just haven't seen them yet. There's obviously mine, and then I've seen two white ones now, but there should be some more. I'll have to try and hunt them down. And just like that, another white Panda 100 HP. This being the Fettel and Finesse 100 HP with Bilstein suspension. Yeah, I like this car a lot. It's had a few notable changes. It's had a rear wiper delete, which I like the look of a lot. I just appreciate my rear wiper. It comes in useful every now and then. It's got a carbon fibre spoiler, which I believe is real carbon fibre, and it's also got the Fettel and Finesse lip spoiler attachment onto the original spoiler. And I think that's about £100 modification that Lawrence from Fettel and Finesse does, and I'm into that. I'm definitely into that. I might actually look into doing that. Some Falcon tyres, grey wheels, very similar to mine actually, with Fettel and Finesse centre caps. That's very cool. Promoting the brand. Inside, it's got Cobra bucket seats. I understand you can't really see. You can just see my horrible reflection. But yeah, these cars are great. Tesco value air freshener as well. Carbon fibre mirror caps. But yeah, it's great to see actually. Interest for Panda 100 HPs today. Every Panda I've been around, including my own, has had people walking around going, you know what, I actually really rate these, which is brilliant. I think I've noticed in the now over 4 years we've had ours, the appreciation's just increased massively for the cars, thanks to Andrew Frankel writing about them, Richard Porter writing about them, notable people in the car community basically saying how good they are. And I'm all for it, quite frankly, because the values are only going to go one way. But I don't intend to sell mine. I really do want to keep it. So yeah, Somebody commented actually on my Bicester Scramble video, which is the previous video. It was a great day out. That, you know, I'm walking past all these really exotic cars, and, you know, are they not my thing? And it was a very interesting comment, and I'm glad somebody said it, because the truth of it is, I like most cars, to be honest. But if I was to feature every single car at a show in a video, it would be about 4 hours long. So I have to kind of skip past a lot of really exotic, quirky, rare and interesting cars to, you know, focus on a select few. And yeah, so if your car is not, you know, featured in this video or anything, then basically it's no harm, you know, no malicious intent, because every car here I've seen is absolutely amazing. But yeah, I just can't fit every car in the video, which is the truth of it. We're back with the Panda now. Got to take a layer off, I think. Have a bit of water, but yeah. Well, there we go then, Shedfest 2024 here at Mallory Park. What an event it's been, honestly. The cars here, I've got no words. There's been some absolutely amazing cars, such variety as well. And I keep saying it, car shows like these are the best car shows. They've got the best people, come over and they're interested in a Panda. I mean, you just wouldn't get that at any other show. So it's been a fantastic day, and credit to the whole Auto Alex team really, and Top Dead Centre and all the gear and stuff, because the empire they've created is obviously quite fantastic and very well appreciated. And yeah, well done to Petrol Hedonism as well for actually organising the event and making sure it all runs smoothly. Quite hectic getting people in, I've heard. I got lucky arriving early this morning, but apparently it took people hours to get in around midday time. But yeah, it's been a fantastic day. And it's time to do the long journey home. It's a short journey, but it's going to take a while because traffic around the surrounding areas is going to be mayhem. So that's going to be fun. I've also burnt my neck, which I didn't expect really. It's like the first nice day we've had in a long time. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, this walk around. If you have, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram @DanielCars05, and I will see you very soon.